Hello everyone, our lesson today is about graphing trigonometric functions. First we have sine rule, okay? F of x equals sine theta. How to represent graphically f of x sine theta? Okay, first you must to know only the graph of sine theta. Sine theta start from 0 and we have here maximum value which is 1 and minimum value which is -1. Okay, in special angles like 0, 30, 90, 150, pi which is 180, 2 pi 360, and 9 pi over 2 over 6 which is 270. Okay, what did you notice? The curve intersects x-axis at pi and 2 pi, and if you double the graph intersect at 2 pi and 4 pi and so on. Okay, يبقى first you must know sine theta start from the 0. We have here maximum value which is 1, minimum value which is -1. Okay, and the domain here we have interval belongs to 0 and 2 pi, 0 and 360. So the domain here is a function here in this example is from -infinity to infinity, and we have maximum value is 1 and minimum value is -1, and the range here is belongs to -1 and 1 because here the coefficient of sine x is 1. If we have f of x equals 2 sine theta, so the range is between -2 and 2. If y equal of f of x equals 3 sine theta, so the range will be -3 to 3 and so on. Okay, and the function is periodic and its period is 2 pi which is 360. Okay, we have some examples. Number 1, graph y equals y which is f of x. Okay, f of x equals 2 sine theta and theta belongs to 0 to pi, يبقى its domain is 0 and 2 pi. Okay, as we said we have here maximum value and minimum value. Here we have the coefficient of sine theta is 2, so the range will be -2 and 2. So we have here maximum value at 2 and minimum value at -2. Okay, and the periodic function is 2 pi which is 360. Okay, right. Second, the cosine theta. Okay, as we said, here is the graph of cosine theta. You must know it only. Okay, the cosine theta start from 1, but remember sine theta start from 0. Okay, a cosine start from 1 and sine start from 0. Okay, what did you notice? We noticed that the curve intersect x-axis at 90 degree and 270. Okay, so here we have 90 and 90 which is 180, 90 and 90 which is also 180, which is 2 pi. Okay, type. Also we have the domain from -infinity to infinity. We have here maximum value which is 1, minimum value which is -1, and the range as we said here coefficient of cosine 1, so the range will be -1 to 1, and the function is periodic and its period is 2 pi which is 360. For example, here y equals 3 cosine theta. Theta belongs to 0 to pi, يبقى its domain 0 to pi. Range, here we have coefficient of cosine theta, يبقى range from -3 to 3. يبقى maximum value 3 والminimum value -3. Okay, and the periodic of the function is 2 pi which is 360. We have an example. This examples we found it last year in the exam. Okay, the range of the function f of x equals 4 sine x such that x belongs to 0 and pi. Okay, as we said here, coefficient of 4, so the range is negative 4 to 4. No, it's wrong, because here the domain is 0 and pi. If the domain 0 and 2 pi, so the range will be 4 or negative 4. Okay, يبقى focus here, the domain is 0 and pi. So direct substitution, if we substitution about 0, it will be 0. Okay, substitution by pi, it will be 1. So 4 times 1, يبقى the result will be 0 and 4. Not open, 0 and 4 closed. Okay, يبقى focus. The domain must be 0 and 2 pi to get the range negative 4 and 4. Here we have note, each of the functions y equal a sine b theta, we have here coefficient of theta, and y a cosine b theta, also we have coefficient of theta. So the periodic is 2 pi over absolute value of b, and its range, as we said, the coefficient from negative a to a. Okay, for example, we have here function f of x equals 3 sine 5x. So its range, يبقى its range coefficient of sine يبقى from negative 3 to 3 closed, and its periodic, as we said, 2 pi over absolute value of b, which is 2 pi over b coefficient of the angle, which is 5. Okay, here we have the last lesson in trigonometry, which is find the measure of an angle. Okay, as we studied in the last year, if sine theta equals half, we want to get the measure of theta. يبقى theta equals, we press in your calculator shift sign, so we get sine minus 1 or sine inverse, and write half. We get the value of theta equals 30 degree. So if you check in your calculator sine 30, the result will be half. Another one, cosine theta equals 1 over root 2. We want to get the value of theta, so theta equal cosine minus 1 over root 2. Press in your calculator, theta will be 45 degree. Also check in your calculator cosine 45, it will be root 2 over 2, because the calculator get the value in the simplest form. Okay, here tan theta equals 1, يبقى theta equals tan minus 1. So we get the value of theta, which is 45 degree. Okay, we have another examples. Here here theta equals sine minus 1 root 3 over 2. Okay, we want to get all values of theta. First, remember asterisk rule. Here we have asterisk, and here is theta. All the values of theta in the first quad are positive. Here we have 180 minus theta, third 180 plus theta, and here 360 minus theta. Why we choose 180 and 360? Because these angles are kind angles, as we said in the previous lesson. Okay, here root 3 over 2 is positive, greater than 0, so sign positive in first and second quad. يبقى theta here lies in first and second. Okay, so theta here will be sine minus 1 root 3 over 2. Press in your calculator, the value will be 60. We want to get the another value. Calculator doesn't give you the another value, so look at the first 60 acute. Here in the second will be 180 minus theta. So to get another value, Right, 180 minus theta here 60, so the result will be 120. So here we have two values of theta. If you check in your calculator sine 120 or sine 60, the result will be root 3 over 2. Okay, another example. Here cosine theta equals 0.6205. Okay, 6205 also greater than 0. Okay, cosine positive in first and fourth. So here theta belongs to or lies in first and fourth. We get first in your calculator, so press in your calculator cosine minus 1, shift to cosine 0.6205. the result will be 51 degree 38 minutes and 50 seconds. We want to get the second value of theta in the fourth quad. We said before fourth 360 minus theta, يبقى or the second value equal 360 minus 51 degree 38 minutes and 50 seconds. So we get 308 degree 21 minutes and 9 seconds. Okay, the last example. Here tan theta equal negative 2.3615. Here tan is negative. Okay, يبقى negative 2 point is less than 0. So theta here lies in tan negative in second and fourth. Here tan positive and first positive, so the negative will be in the second and fourth. يبقى theta lies in second quad and fourth quad. In second quad, as we said, 180. First get the value of theta. يبقى first get the value of theta, which is 10 minus 1 2.3. يبقى theta will be 67 degree 2 minutes and 57 seconds. يبقى to get the value of theta, first 180 minus, it will be 112 degree 57 minutes and 2 seconds. And in the fourth 360 minus 67 degree 2 minutes 57 seconds, so the result will be 292 degree 57 minutes and 2 seconds. Thank you.